guys? Welcome to another week of the Hideout. This day is going to be full of spoilers and non-spoilers. We are going to be talking about Deadpool and Wolverine finally. Finally, and again, we'll be talking about it. It was even talked about in the movie, and so that's how how anticipated this movie was. Again, with Wade Wilson, Deadpool's fourth wall breaking. It was great. It was great.
It was good.
But tune in, guys. We're ready. We're gonna be again bringing you a section, maybe these 5-10 minutes now.
The first 5 or 10 minutes, try to be as spoiler free as possible, and then after that, we'll probably have to announce it several times just in case.
I'm gonna be like waving, make sure everybody that's coming in, knows that we're about to talk about spoilers. So again, guys, tune in, talk in the chat. When y'all talk in the chat, we conversate with you guys. We're gonna be talking again Deadpool today, Deadpool and Wolverine. Super stoked. First, no pieces of news today other than I think I had just a little bit of a one for anime. I'm just gonna split it out real quick. Demon Slayer is going to be apparently dropping internationally all at once.
Well, I don't agree with. I don't like that.
Never do.
No, I think I read what you said, but it's because Sony took
the rights.
I think it was Sony. They were like, "Yo, we'll help you guys internationally do it, everyone all at once." But I'm like, with Sony doing it, I'm kind of like, no, you should have left it alone. Like, you should have stayed over there and let them do what they do. Like, I don't want another company kind of overseeing, kind of a bigger company kind of be like, no, we'll help you out, but taking them at the same time.
Do you think Ufotable is going to lose power? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. And then it's like Sony also wants to turn out money as quick as possible, so they might try to be like, oh yeah, just push that out. Because
apparently they already had the promotional items up top and stuff.
Nah.
But speaking of promotional items, I will be getting and it would be genius. And a Inosuke Boarhead freaking popcorn tin.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Hey guys, Ufotable, Cinemark, AMC, you heard it here first on this podcast, The Hideout. Make a Inosuke mask, Boarhead popcorn tin, $29.99. Send me my portion.
That would be awesome. But another one would be like a regular tin with all the Hashira on there. That would be cool too.
I think I have an Infinity War that has all the So. Yeah, guys. So you heard it here first. Yeah. And, send me the contract. I'll sign it. Give me my portions, whatever, but definitely y'all heard it here first. Alrighty, guys. We're going to jump in. Deadpool and Wolverine.
As spoiler free as we can.
Instantly 10 for 10. That's spoiler free a little bit. It was everything we needed.
I want to give it a 10 for 10. I'll give it a 9.8 out of 10. Because there's this, of course, it's just me being nitpicky. It's just part of who it is. But it's
him.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie. I would definitely go rewatch it in the theaters. Drop some money again for it.
Okay, and then what we talked about again, spoiler free. Graphics looked good. The cow looked good. I like the staff. I like the cards. I didn't like his, I quip one of the characters, but yeah, I think so.
Honestly, I was waiting for this. I'm a big Wolverine fan, and I was wanting to see it come out accurate. But the moment you put it on, I was like, yeah, you can take that off. I didn't care for it. I don't know.
I feel like it was real bulky on the this part of his area that didn't seem like to sit right, but I liked it. I liked it.
It's just I don't know. I was telling Shannon, I was like, I feel like I'm just used to seeing Hugh. So when he put the mask on, I was like, I didn't like it. Now I can't talk about that yet. That's spoilers. Okay, but let me see. Overall, it was a really good movie.
How many? This is a good one. Spoiler free. How many of our predictions did you think we saw come true?
How many predictions do we have?
We had quite a bit. I think I elbowed you in the theater when you said when the one part came on multiple people.
Oh yeah.
And then what other part? we knew Elektra, so that was a good call out. And then what else? We were almost spot on, guys. It was
we were pretty good.
Pretty exciting.
Not for a spoiler free. We can't get too much.
Again, we're not going. We're giving you about 5 to 10 minutes. Just 5 to 10 minutes of not knowing what was going on based off the commercials. Okay, based off the commercials, the van scene, that fight scene
was that in the commercial?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where he gets smashed through, and then it shows him, blowing through the top of the window and stuff like
that. Scene was amazing,
legit. So go 100% for the action scenes.
Oh yeah,
100% were clean. Like I can't even even go any further on a couple of them, but yeah, like they were edited nicely.
Yeah.
With your Deadpool flair.
Yes.
With your Deadpool flair, and then again. This is Marvel's first take at a rated R, and
it did good for its rated R.
That's all I needed.
I mean, the thing is, you had somebody who could carry that rated R. Now, I think the next rated R. No, it's not Marvel's first.
Well, MA, because I think MA
it's Marvel's first rated R since the Disney buyout. But Blade was the first.
Yes. Okay. Baby knife. Yeah, Kumail. That definitely was my favorite part. Baby knife. And he so announced it. Times. Yeah, he announced it every time. Like he's like.
How many did he have? I think he had like 2.
Yeah, I think it was 2. I was trying to see what the handle had. Yeah, I was trying. It looked bluish, but I don't know. It was probably still a Deadpool emblem. You know what I mean?
Probably.
So. It was hilarious. That was my favorite part. Like he announced it every time. Baby knife, baby knife. What would have been great if spoiler, but not spoiler. Baby Pool had a baby knife.
Yeah,
like if he had 2 baby knives, like he pulled them out of his
his katanas.
That'd have been great. That'd be great. But let's see what else. That was a good scene.
We knew Baby Pool was in there.
Yes, only because of the merch.
Oh yeah, because they were doing the buckets as with Baby Pool and all that stuff. Yeah.
I think you read it in an article that it was a possibility, but when the merch released, it was confirmed that we were gonna have a Baby Pool in it.
I saw something real quick where they were saying that it was his family that was Baby Pool and everything, like the teenage Pool and dang.
No way.
Yeah.
Because they have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
And Kid Pool was a girl because he's like, she's crazy.
Crazy. He's one of them all.
And then Blake spoiler.
Well, it's spoiler, but not spoiler because we know Lady Pool is in there. Yeah. We just didn't know who it was.
And the whole time. That was something y'all will talk about here in a bit. So, alrighty, guys. I think it's enough. I'm ready to stop, holding back. But guys who are tuning in on Twitch, the one person on, Facebook, again, watch out, guys. We're about to, talk some spoilers. I wish I had like a sign that like can flash and all the, cool gadgets. But guys, we're about to talk about the movie in depth. That way we can get to the nitty gritty of what we've waited almost a year and a half, 2 years,
for real,
and then a decade before that. You know what I mean? So they gave it everything they got. So here we go. Spoilers. Nope. Yeah. Like, cut. All right. Well. The intro wasn't what I wanted. The intro was not what I wanted.
What did you want?
I really was hoping that he was gonna give us a 20th Century Fox, blow it up or like something that what we talked about. That would have been freaking awesome.
But I did like that they did include him in
a couple. You saw him in the first one. I didn't catch that one. Yeah. It was the last one in the M or A or something like that. He came out.
But you do see him like real quick in one of the other.
But you know what they didn't do? They didn't put any X-Men in there. Only Deadpool.
No. Yep.
You would have figured at least.
I mean, it's easier to do that because if you put any X-Men in there, it's at that point it's confirming that those X-Men are coming back. So if they recast them, now they can put them in rather than being like, oh yeah,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so alrighty, well then that's fair on that part, but yeah, so Deadpool's in the logo, and then da 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 da, he's like that's always he's always get you, yeah, he's like that logo intro music is get you so pumped, but it is so true. That is the highlight of Marvel movies. It gets you ready to enjoy.
Which is kind of sad. It's like it's a highlight of the movies, but it's not technically part of the movie. It just like ushering you to the movie.
Is that sad, or is that like how amazing this company has gotten to where like just this intro itself lets you?
Okay, the best part of Immortals was the intro and the ending. Eternals. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the intro and the ending. There you go. Oh no, I take that back. Speedster Girl showed how a speedster should be.
Okay.
That was good too.
I was very heartbroken. Segue off into some news. Kevin Feige has confirmed that Celestials and Eternals are nowhere in the foreseeable future. So segue back.
I wonder why.
Segue back. A lot of people were like not knowing that because everyone was like, if you tune into the Hideout page, there is a video of Galactus at the San Diego Comic-Con. So they were expecting something big from the San Diego Comic-Con news about Fantastic Four. But they said that Celestials were supposed to battle Galactus, and Galactus was supposed to, show what true power is, yada, yada, yada. And now, we got Kevin Feige, ixnaying the whole Celestial, battle between Galactus and stuff. But,
yes.
But right off the rip, we're trying to get Logan back.
Mm-hmm.
He, they talked about not ruining his legacy, and he's like, F that.
I'm going to get. You know what I did enjoy too is that whole concept of an anchor.
Oh yeah, so okay, so we'll talk about that. So he goes to get this body. We start seeing him slashy these TVA, and again these. Action choreography was great.
It was good.
I think they did amazing. They did the choreography. I'm pretty sure they went through hours.
Oh, probably.
Hours on days on like just of this choreography that was just beautifully done. Again, in the Deadpool manner. Again, we didn't lose anything. Deadpool richness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marvel didn't rip that away at all. So that was the blessing. Thank goodness. But straight off the rip, he's just murdering these TVAs. We don't know what was going on. We have we didn't. It wasn't the Avengers.
No,
it was Logan's place.
Yes.
Yep. So that was a cool thing. It was
the ending of Logan where he's
buried.
Where he was buried. Yeah.
So he pulls him out, and it was great. It was great to see. He's like, and he even calls him Hugh. The skeleton, he's like, man, Hugh. Then he puts on the Australian accent. So
he's like, I'm sorry, mate. I would have joined if they paid me.
A really good something like that. A bag of marbles or something. That. So again, Deadpool went off, and then this is where it gets interesting. So he then refers to what you're saying. He goes back in time where they pull him, and he's with his family or whatever, and then that's when we get the good old commercial about pegging. Which is it was great. It was great. Like he's like, take it down the hall. Like it's gonna get messy. Like
I'm not a natural bottom.
Yes.
He's like,
dude, I'm telling you, Kevin Feige was sweating bullets, probably having to explain half of the quotes of these.
Dude, the list of cocaine jokes that they did, I was like.
They told us we cannot say anything about cocaine. I talk about cocaine.
He's like, they know them all. They have a list. It's in the commercial, but I still love it. Like it's just like, damn,
that was great. I'm telling you, they did. It was no holds bars. So then they pull him in, and we finally figure out this character. This character, what we've been seeing on the commercials. It was named Paradox. Mm-hmm. So we didn't know who he was. We only knew of what's Mr. Wilson's character's name.
Mr. Wilson
from Loki.
Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson's Owen Wilson's character,
Mobius.
Mobius,
Because he's like a Mobius strip.
Yeah, so he had a Mobius-esque vibe, but we didn't know who he was. So, and we should have known. There's more agents that do what they do or whatever, but brings them in and explains something that's I'm assuming you might have to help me as far as like comic lore was anchor character.
I'm not that great with it on this. I'm like, I know a bit, but on this one I'm not entirely sure.
Okay,
but I do love the fact that because they were saying that was it they pulled Deadpool from his little birthday party and basically said your universe is gonna die and you're allowed to live because my superiors deem you special.
Yeah.
So when your universe dies, you know, this, that, and the third. But he's like, and Deadpool's like, well, why is my universe dying? And he's like, well, your anchor, your what person? I wanted to say character. But he's like, anchor person had died. It's somebody that's so vital to the timeline.
Were you thinking he was going to say Robert? Were you thinking he was going to bust out like Iron Man or whatever? In a epic, you know, sacrificial, you know, whatever. And I was like,
way.
Logan. And I was like, God, you got me. I should have seen it coming because it's Deadpool and Wolverine. But I was really thinking he was, after showing all the Iron Man, you know, and, you know, Captain America videos, thought he was going to say Robert, you know, and be like, and he was going to go off on him or something. Like, I thought he was, you know, not wanting to come back, you know, something. But did you know he was going to say Logan?
I did not know. I was like, who is he going to say? Because I can't be prepared for some of the crap that's going on with him. But yeah, no, when he's like, yeah, Logan passed, so your timeline's going to start slowly.
Yes, sir, Double O Badger. Thank you for tuning in. We are on the spoiler section. I again don't have all the fanciness, but we are, you know, in spoiler talk.
We will get one of those things one day. Spoilers.
So yeah, man, tune in. Right now we're talking about the anchor being or anchor person of
I think
Deadpool. Yeah. So it's just we're trying to figure out. I mean, you may be you know, more comic lore. We're trying to understand if that was in the comics or if Marvel's trying to use something to segue this multiverse because they made fun of this. It was great that he was like, we're tired of this multiverse, like multiverse crap. He saw it for the second time already. Dang, that's what's up. We were talking already.
We're discussing when we're gonna go see it again.
Exactly.
I say Tuesdays are the best because the tickets are cheaper.
Yep. $6 days. Straight up.
Although I'm not upset at paying full price for this movie. There's only a handful of movies.
No, it was worth every dollar for sure.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So we're this anchor being, and so it tripped me out. So is this the relation of what Loki has established? You know what I mean? Like now there's a anchor being and not so much a person that disrupts the timeline. Okay. You know what I mean?
Segue into that. Spoiler still. It is confirmed that this is after Loki season 2.
Yes.
So that was a big question of ours, is where this takes place. And because the TVA was a whole big thing. So this guy is kind of like his own...
He's a rogue agent.
Yeah, Paradox is his own agent in the TVA and wants to kind of go back to those days. But the Loki season 2 finale had happened. He's still letting all the multiverses coexist and everything. Which is crazy because
he said something like about holding it together, or we don't need somebody to babysit it, or something like that.
Somebody babysitting.
Yeah. So we caught that. I know there was a lot of reference to different comics, but no clue. It feels like an original story. See, that's what we were thinking. I think Marvel is creating something to be able to again segue us closer and like hone us into this Secret War, you know, Avengers Kang Dynasty thing, you know what I mean? So
well, I thought it was. I think they took out the name. It's not Kang Dynasty anymore. It's Avengers 5.
I seen that they did remove. Okay, spoilers again. News here first on the Hideout. If y'all haven't seen, we noticed that the writers for there because they're on the Whedon, right? Joss Whedon and Jeff Ross. The ones for the other movies, bro. Come on, help me out instead of just giving me some faces.
I'm not good with names.
But yeah, the directors, they're supposed to be coming back, but they removed Kang Dynasty from the name. No longer.
Wait, which directors? Like the original Avengers movies?
From the Avengers, yeah.
Oh, the
Russo brothers. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That was what I was
You
looking
said
for.
weed, and I was like, "Where are you going? Who is this?" Yeah. See, now I got confused.
But yes. Oh man, a life vest. He's right. Straight up, bro.
No, he's allowed. He's a grown man. He could drown.
Oh man, but yeah. So it was cool. And then again, they the dress up part after he's like, okay, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like Marvel Jesus. You know, he says the famous line, I'm Marvel Jesus. Then they get him ready with his clothes, and he's like, yes. And then all the ass butt slaps. And
the crotch grabs.
Like they're at the end.
Your tailor. What do you say? Your tailor's a predator. But that's always kind of been a trope too. Like the tailors are always like predator type because they always have to touch and everything. But then they're always people are like uncomfortable with it. So I do love that. Was it during that? It had to be either before that or after. But when Paradox is inviting him to this to join the sacred timeline and everything, and then he's like, "One moment." And walks over there. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Disneyland." I was like, I couldn't help it, dude. That part.
It was before, it was before you're gonna be a part of the sacred timeline. He's like, "Give me a sec."
He like had that little quick shimmy.
Oh, dude, we'll get to that one. But we talked about that too. You know, the again break the fourth wall. Like he doesn't know.
He's over there.
No, the best line was like, "Who's your dialect coach?" Like,
that was amazing.
Like, time out. Who's your dialect coach, man? Like,
the Minions?
The Minions.
Because I think Despicable Me 4 came out right now too.
I was like, yes, this is perfect timing.
No, man, it was good. It was good. I honestly, we'll circle. We'll go back
in there. But so when he went, this is where it gets pretty cool, guys. Again, spoilers ahead. They dropped a lot of comic book references. There was multiple Logans that we ran into. One that was predicted, which was Patch's. Patch, when he went, everyone was ready. I was hoping Daniel Radcliffe. I really was. I really was. But it was Logan. It was Hugh Jackman. So it was good. So Patch. I was reading it right before the show. It was X-Men 252, The Death of Something, and that was the one where he was on the X.
Yes.
There was that one where he was in a bed of skulls. Hulk, bro.
Okay, so it is the MCU's Hulk.
Yes. But how much did you want for them to at least fight?
Honestly, that was one of the upsets that I had with it. I was like, you can't reference it and not have them do something. So at least fight it out. But the one that got me was there was two of the Wolverines, the comic accurate height one, because he's like 5'3" in the comics. This dude's short, but it's like tough as out. But I don't know about you, but you tell me. How did you feel about the CGI head on the little one?
It was funny. It reminded me of Captain America
on the
where he was on a skinny character.
And I kind of looked at it. I was like, okay. I'm like a little with it, but okay. But then the what was it? The Cavaline.
The Cavalry.
Dude.
Honestly, he had a good voice.
He had a good voice. And
he had a great tone.
They get ready, Hugh Jackman. I will take Cavill.
You'll take Cavill?
I'll take Cavill.
Cavill over what's his name from the Hitman or the Extraordinary Gentleman. It's like a agent movie.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
No, never mind. We ain't going down this line. But yes, I'll take Cavill. I'll take Cavill. I'll take Cavill. It looked good, and then his body. But again, it goes back to his height. He's tall. He's tall.
But I mean, we're already used to that.
We're already here. You think?
So I'm just like, it's fine if the comic accurate isn't right.
Dude, I didn't know Jackman was that tall, though.
He's like 6'3", isn't he?
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Kevin Feige, congratulations, Kevin Feige, to being inducted into the Walk of Stars in Hollywood. So they were there, and Jackman's in the back, tall as hell. I was like, yo, what? I knew he was tall, but I didn't know he was like tall. Like, I was like, oh snap, my boy big.
He's a whole foot taller than the comic accurate before, which is why he got original backlash against somebody like that.
Again, that's the one where we can no longer reference like comic accuracy if someone was loved that much. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
which is why I'm like, if as of right now, it is confirmed that Jackman is going to be Wolverine for the foreseeable future by Kevin Feige, but when foreseeable future
doesn't know how
we
many,
don't know. Yeah.
It could be one more cameo, whatever. Yeah,
it could be one more cameo. It could be a whole nother movie. It could be 3 movies. We don't know.
Yeah,
I will take Cavill. Give me Cavill.
For sure.
I'll take Cavill.
Yeah, that was great. That was great when he turned around, had the cigarette too, the cigar.
Yeah,
I was like, yes.
It looked really good. Honestly, at first I was kind of like, I don't know, and then I saw him. I was like, yes.
I thought it was gonna be a Hardy. I thought it was gonna be Matt Hardy or something. Maybe like
that would have been cool too.
I thought it was gonna be Matt Hardy, to be honest.
I was hoping they did Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito,
because they're
oh yeah. I remember that commercial, whatever. Like, he's in a white beater and all that. Yeah, so that was freaking hilarious. So yeah, guys, we saw all kinds of variants. One variant being the Cavill. That's the only one that was not Hugh Jackman. All the other ones.
Yeah.
So there was the midget one that was CGI. That had his face. I like that one that was in the alley. The like a beast one where his hair was all just loose and he had like a red lightning on it or something. Yeah, it was cool. That was a different one, and he was strong as hell. The one hit and took him out to the wall. So but finally we land on the one that we get to, and he's in a bar, or no, a diner, I would say. No, it was a bar. It was a bar. So he pulls up in a bar and notices this is the only one that does not attack him.
Yeah.
And he's like, something going on? Like, a little flashback or something like, nothing. And it was the best part is the whiskey dick line. Like, again, whiskey dick in the claws. He's like, that happens to everybody over 40. All the Wolverines over 40. Like, dude. Again, I am so glad they did not hold him back. Like, that's all I am just grateful for. And then, when he brings him back, fast forward, and he's in that thing, and he's like, this is the worst one or whatever. Then when he comes in and he's awake and he's like, he's right behind me. He's like, you're coming in at a bad time.
He's like, welcome to the MCU. You're coming in at a low time.
A low time.
I was like, damn. I was like, it's the truth. It's the truth. You took a dig. But that dig was warranted. I was like, you want the merc with the mouth? Like, you're gonna get it. You get what you paid for at this point. Exactly. Yeah, it was, dude. I was like, when I heard that, I couldn't help but laugh because I was like, they honestly deserve this. Like, Deadpool was kind of gonna try to resurge this back in, and hopefully they go along with this ride because this wave, it depends on how much they follow it. It could be big or it could just fizzle out.
I think they should ride it. I mean, their heads up, guys. News: $200 million in the box office right now.
Right now,
literally, as we're already crossed $200 million in the box office. Day 2. So this thing is gonna be huge. Again, guys, y'all follow me on Snapchat. I got popcorn tins. This is the first one that all the movie theaters are participating in. It's usually like AMC, Cinemark, and he can back me up on it because he goes to Regal, and Regal don't do popcorn tins,
much like that at all.
And this time around, I call him up, and I'm like, yo, that Regal's got baby pool and these like figurine buckets, and it was insane. So this thing is huge. It's gonna be massive. So with this alone, I think will be the coming forth of a lot more darker tone, a lot more blood, a lot more like comic accurate battles, like no more holding back. You know what I mean? Like it, and I hope it stays that way. I hope it does.
So.
I really hope so. So, predicted 350 this weekend. Yes.
Oh, okay. I got a pint glass from Alamo.
Nice. So I looked up Alamo Draft House. That was another one that had the Deadpool mask one. And we don't have any draft houses here in the DFW. Yeah. They're all actually being built and opening soon. And I was like, of all times. I was like, but yeah, dude, it was B&B Theaters, Regal, Cinema. Who's Alamo Draft House. And like 2 other ones did the mask. Yeah. All the other ones were regular popcorn tins or this one or and Baby Pool was at Regal. And then Regal actually was the only one that sold the ones that were the figurines slashing through the bucket. And then was the only one with the lid. That one was.
Dude, I like the lid one.
It was 240 ounces, so it was a double size of original popcorn tin, and
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
I honestly, you said Regal? I might just go get it.
Yeah, they had quite a bit still.
Because I think that and the cup together were like what, $30?
$30, and it was either a Wolverine in a seat or a Deadpool in a seat. You can choose the top.
I mean, I would prefer the Wolverine, but it don't matter to me.
Yeah. So
at that point, I might just get both cups.
Yeah, Double O Badger. It is a massive one, dude. Like it is so huge. Like it was like this big. Had a lid like that popped on top of it. It was pretty neat. This is the one we got. It was the Wolverine cowl one. I'm trying to get the set because this is in the movie as well. Obviously, everyone knows. So
we should have put a skeleton in there.
Oh, dude. But yeah, that's the popcorn tin. It's pretty legit.
It's honestly,
don't know. I would like to put like a light or something maybe here, but
light right there.
What's the what is it?
I can't fit my head in.
What does he say? What's the wind resistance on those things?
Oh yeah,
on the dick handles,
on the blowjob handles. It's honestly quite a small little popcorn thing, though. You could like,
it's not too big. Yeah, it's not too big. There was a taxi cab. Guys, this movie was a pretty big, huge thing. Yeah, it's massive. It's massive. So, with that, I hope they continue this. So they jump in and they start going to they voided him.
Yeah, they voided both of them.
What was it called? Pruned him.
Yeah,
they pruned him, and he's like, "What'd you do with him?" He's like, "I sent him to the trash heap."
Yeah, the trash heap.
And then
and then Wolverine tried to go attack him, and then he gets pruned.
Oh, but this is where it gets good. Like again, guys, the action coordinating on this, the choreography was top notch. We finally get a good battle between Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, that was
number one. Number one. And when they went off, I'm telling you, they went off. Like I'm telling the very beginning, you see his I love how everything's Deadpool. His merch is all his thing has his little like emblem on it, like it's legit. The gun, smile, something in a flash, wait for the flash. That was legit too. So it was legit. That battle was so clean, and he was like, "Let's get ready," or I bet all of y'all are wet, or something like that. He like mentions us or the crowd or whatever, and your pants got a little tighter or something.
Oh, but you're talking about when you first got the
suit. Yeah, you're right. And so he gets the thing, and we see all the commercials, but that sequence is so clean, dude.
Which one?
The loading of the gun, where he like stomps it, gets the freaking bullet. Bro, and then he does it again. Like that's like the signature. Like I love that load. Like if I ever get guns, I'm gonna try to find like a vest or something that I can make sure I can like cock that gun on me, bro. Like that was so sick. But
you're like Deadpool showed me how to do this.
But
oh no.
What is his name from 8 Mile? Not be rabbit, like his homie that shoots his
cheddar bomb.
Yeah, cheddar bomb. Oh man, but yeah, guys, that before the fight was legit too, because they he stabs him and then he like shoots him, and then all the bullets are like coming out. But when he pulls the one out of his mouth and it's still burning. bro.
Dude, it was good.
Guys,
Good.
I'm telling you, this was it was well done. It was well
but
done.
Then after that fight, we get
Rest in peace, Fox.
I think that was before. No, that was during the fight.
When he got kicked into it. Yeah.
But after the fight, we got that cameo with Chris Evans.
Spoiler. Who was it?
Chris Evans.
Spoiler. Yes, guys, Chris Evans. First cameo in the movie, and it was great. It was great. I was like, yeah, boy.
Did you?
They
figure
did
who
good.
it was?
So I did. But they did good. So I saw what you saw.
Yeah.
The blue suit.
Yeah.
In his arm, but they gave you a little like mixture with the red and white wrap on his hand, right? So that was so dope. I love that little like hiding until he like turned around. The build up though, because you had Deadpool hyping it up right there. Like he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it like I'm in the Dude, that was great. So
him reprising his role as Human Torch.
Cameo number 1, Chris Evans as Human Torch, like was the great. And again, they listen to us. That's all they need to do. I think that is your key, Marvel, is listen to your fans. Listen to the people that love this and spend money and spend time to go enjoy these films.
Yes.
That was something we asked, and it was brought to the film. It was great. It was great. I was able to avoid spoilers. Bree saw it before I did, thank goodness.
Oh, really?
But they were at the Hall of H, and they were lined up, and Evans was in it, and she's like, "Oh, he's gonna be Captain America." That's the good thing, because she completely forgot that he was, Human Torch.
Yeah.
So it was great. I knew it was Johnny. Everyone around me was like surprised, like they thought it was Cap. Yeah, no.
They had that.
Again, what we were saying, that red and white,
they were throwing you off
a
on
little
purpose.
bit. Yeah.
And then
it was blue.
That landing, that heavy landing made you like
think he was heavy.
It is Cap.
Yeah.
But then I was telling my wife, I was like, if you looked at the suit through the little tatters that they have, you could see the black little things and everything. I was like, that's the Fantastic Four suit that they had for Johnny. And then when he takes it off, you could see it, and I was like, yep, knew it. I got it.
I'm glad he lived to the part that he really died on, because the way he came down on that beam and everything, bro.
Dude, I thought he was done. I thought it was done.
I thought he was dead there.
Honestly, I really
thought he was dead there. Oh, that was great.
Dude, that fall, honestly, it should have killed him. He shouldn't have been alive.
He shouldn't have been alive. It would have been great to leave it there, but later on, yeah. So I'm kind of disappointed about the Sabretooth fight.
Yeah.
I was hoping another good, battle there.
Yeah.
A real quick action to action sequence, right back to back.
Cool.
But just the slice and dice, that was a heartbreaking. That they did that actor pour wrong. Like they gave us this hype again on the commercial. We're like, oh, we're gonna see a fight.
Yeah.
Sling. Like,
my thing with that too is I'm like, when Wolverine cut and Deadpool picks up his head, I'm like, it's a clean cut. There's no 3 marks.
Shouldn't be there.
Yeah, I was like that. I was like,
I get it. You and your details.
I can't help it. It's who I am.
Oh shit! So is that from Game of Thrones or where or what?
I
is
don't
that
know.
from? No, it's probably from.
It's probably from a Hugh Jackman movie.
No. Fury Road. What is it called?
Mad Max.
Is it Mad Max? Have you seen Mad Max?
I've seen the first one, not the second one.
Because who's Furiosa?
Oh, so that's the second one. It's the
second one. Yeah. He's like, "This is your Furiosa." Yeah. So what is that from? Mad Max? Okay, cool. So it's the new one. I need to go see the new one.
Max
Dang it.
Too.
I have it right. That was great. I didn't even know the reference, but it was great. It was played and you knew it was a segue to something like.
He's like, it's very Mad Maxy, but that would be IP infringement, wouldn't it? Yes, it was. Like, dude, Deadpool is so good at doing what he does. Yes,
the quip, like right in there.
Dude, the next thing when they finally get to they did keep that joke. So they capture Wolverine and Deadpool after. Oh, because Wolverine's like, okay, who's next for the fight? And then I didn't recognize Pyro when he first appeared.
Oh yeah, he's a lot older.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
have
did
the
not
same,
recognize him, dude.
yeah.
But when he was absorbing Johnny's flame, I was like, I was trying to remember in my head. I was like, can he do that, or can he just like kind of quiet down the flames? But then I'm like, okay, no, it is Pyro. He's supposed to have control over him. No, then that means his power is upgraded. Because in the X-Men 2 movies, he always had to have a thing on his hand so he could ignite the flame. He was able to control him, but never start his own. But in this one, he was able to start his own, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or did he have a lighter?
I didn't see it. He did have a lighter.
He had a lighter.
I did remember that lighter.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because he was at the diner
that
they ate the spam with.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but okay, so that, what was it? So Pyro absorbs the Human Torch's flames, and then they capture him. They activate a magnet for Wolverine, and I guess somehow, there was something big that came and knocked him out.
I didn't see what hit him. I just noticed that it picked up, and they were like, "Oh shit!" Boom!
Yeah, and like knocked him out, and then they escort them to the giant Ant-Man, who's like trying. It looks like he's trying to protect something.
Yeah,
and then they activate something, and his hands open. I was like, so did you all make him mechanical? Like it's
put some metals in his fingers that made it move. Like that would be crazy. My favorite part was on the way over there, and he's like, "Sorry, how long was I out?" He's like, "Not all of you was out." Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, it was great. It was freaking great. And then this is where we get the funniest part of this whole movie. It was the running joke. Is Evans is talking mad mess about Cassandra Nova, villain of the movie. Just basic stuff. And so then we get to our part where Emmanuel's talking, they're in there. We see all these cameos. Now we're bringing in from X-Men. We're talking Juggernaut, not the original guy. So that was a variant, if you want to think of it that way, because it wasn't the guy that was in the X-Men movies. Yeah. The Diablo, is that his name? I'm assuming I think that is his name.
From Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past. Yeah. They had Apocalypse, right? The homegirl with long nails. Lady
Deathstrike, right?
I think so. That's what we ended up finding out.
Apocalypse.
I thought it was Apocalypse.
That's not Apocalypse.
Which one is that one?
That's from X2 when Wolverine fights the girl that's
You're right. Because I remember Halle Berry. So then, who's the guy with the tongue?
Toad.
But from where? Well,
from the first X-Men.
Very first one.
Horrible quote from Halle Berry Storm.
What was it?
When I can't believe you don't remember. It was so bad. It was stupid. But she's like, you want to know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
That's it.
Why? It was not necessary. Like you could have done something special, like done something out. You could have been quiet.
You could have just finished it. Just
no.
I love that Buck still couldn't have speaking lines. I call back to DP2 when he said no more. Buck.
Wait, who?
Deadpool 2. Buck. Fuck. Help me, Badger. Help me. Throw me a life vest. And that's because I just watched it too. Fuck. The big ball guy, his friend.
The guy with the beard? He talked, didn't he?
The guy with the beard from the bar?
The one that was at his party.
He didn't talk. Yes, there we go. Yep. So, yep. Sorry, man. I was like, Buck. That's how small a part of you is. That's great. God, but again, the references, they keep going. They go deep.
They had the girl with the like spikes on her arms and like the one from what, X3?
Mm-hmm. They had all the cars. They had the Fantastic Four.
Yes,
so
I saw that.
That was dope. The hover cart from Fantastic Four. Yep, he stopped. Then they had the vehicle, the car from Red Skull.
Oh yeah,
That was the Red Skull car. They had the band from Moon Knight, the ice cream band.
Okay.
That is actually from Moon Knight.
Okay.
Where he gets, beat up and all
but
that
they
stuff.
didn't have the Thanos copter.
They didn't. Well, that would have been dope. If
They had it in the void already.
Floating on it. So, did you notice all the rings? All the rings from Titan. They had all the hover rings and stuff in the background and stuff when they were traveling. Yeah. What else? There was a lot of references in that one, guys. Right there was a good cameo section.
Yeah.
We got a good start off right there, off the rip, and then we meet our villain, and we find out how strong she is.
Well, she's strong, but my question was, before we get to her, is they capture Wolverine, Deadpool, and Torch. Deadpool and Wolverine have no way of escaping their like tied upness. How do they stop Torch from being Torch? No, I don't want to shrug. I want answers. I need to know, because that part, I was like, he could have just heated up the place, and he could have had the fire and helped them escape. They could have fought their way out before they got into the place.
Johnny Storm, man. Johnny Storm, he didn't think that far ahead. He was too preoccupied with Wade putting words in his mouth. He was too preoccupied with trying to get his back covered because he knew how bad Cassandra Nova was.
Yeah, that's true.
But that part was great. So we get to see how Cassandra Nova is, and I really, again, I did. Okay, you're right. There were some parts of CGI that weren't the best, but you got to admit the hands and the face CGI was legit.
They were pretty good.
That was legit. Like that one, I mean, where it was coming out and how it was coming out, like the movements, it looked good. It literally looked.
My wife didn't like some of it because she's like, you could tell it was like almost like rubbery fingers and stuff, and I was like, yeah. But at the same time, like when she went through somebody's eye and you see the whole eye like move and everything, I was like, now that was pretty good.
Man, dude, like again and through the cheeks, and then it starts coming out. Like, ooh, that was a dope edit. What? Unless purple just kind of. Oh yeah, Pyro. Oh yeah. Where he like just he did get absorbed. That's true. So he had all.
The thing is, he is weakened too because they've been on the run and stuff. So I don't know. I'm kind of upset with that.
But yeah, so then we get that. Cassandra Nova is a very strong telekinesis person. So, and that's telekinesis and
telekinesis is moving,
but telepath. There we go. Telepath and telekinesis. She was able to change matter. Like she was able to like draw Wolverine into the ground and all that stuff. That was freaking insane.
Dude, that was cool.
That was dope. Like, and then his claws, he just like clawing through the ground. That was dope. And then one of the fast forward. Now we're going faster. Is the rocket. That was great. That was such a great little like scene, like comic. Not even a comic scene, like a cartoon in a way. Like. Yeah. Like you hear him grunt, like you just look.
But when she his skin away on Johnny Storm,
I skipped that part, bro.
That Johnny.
No.
Oh, because Deadpool set him up. Like Deadpool's over there. Oh, he said that you're crazy, maniacal, this, that, whatever, third. And
a Deadpool line.
And Johnny's over there like, no, I did it. I don't even know what that means. I never said those words in my life.
When he said, I don't even know what half of that means, was fucking great.
And then he keeps going, and then she's like, bam, and then all his skin just is pulled off of him, and he's just standing there as meat.
All his organs,
and just everything just falls apart. Like I was like, the CGI on that was pretty good though. That was good.
Oh, it was good too. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. But again, guys, if you are tuning in, all my Twitch people, all my Facebook people, we are spoilers all in this right now. We're going hard on Wolverine and Deadpool. We may not get through it all, but we're talking through it. Enjoy us again. Just tune in, whatever. If you have seen it, again, spoilers. We don't care. Talk about what you think is great, and we're gonna jump in on it. Right now, we are again getting to another big cameo portion.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty nice. It was a cameo of Ryan Reynolds himself. But the best part was the dog first. Like, we get to meet Dogpool. Bree told me that she found out. I read an article that she was rated the ugliest dog in Britain. So
which is why
we have a celebrity on the on the show, on the movie.
Yeah, that's why they had to do it, because every Deadpool is supposed to be disfigured.
Yeah, disfigured.
Except of course for Nice Pool.
Like, so cheery. He's like, what he said, so I gotta something about the bringing the sunlight or something.
Something.
It was great. But well, I like the hair. I like the hair on him, dude. Like,
that long hair.
Yeah.
Didn't he have a bun too?
Yeah, a little samurai bun. You know what I mean? And so they do a little quick one. They're like, oh, and Lady Pool, like,
she just had a baby.
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah.
Like, so
that also brings light to the joke where he's like, oh, this is my friend Hugh. He's let himself go since the divorce. I was like, that's how you just throwing everything out.
Only best friends can joke like that, bro. Like, only best friends can joke like that. How much would you have paid to get licked by a dog pool like Ryan Reynolds? God, I would take his payment, whatever he got paid. Like the multi-million-dollar contract, whatever it was. Like, you can lick me all goddamn. I could take 37, and that dog can keep licking me. Like, I don't give a shit.
Dude,
oh man, like that is brave. Like, what did Bree said that they put salmon,
yeah,
something salmon. Because that was what allowed the dog to,
actually lick him.
But the thing is, it licked off the side. Like, it never opened his mouth and actually, blip, blip, blip. Like, it was able to keep contact with the camera, but it's still like...
Dude, that dog is amazing.
She did throw up signs. That was great. But yeah, if I'm signing Ryan Reynolds' contract all day long, I don't give a shit. Like, give me more salmon. Like,
you said, line it up. Let's go.
Yeah, let's knock it out. Let's get this done. But I love that he's like, you don't let something this beautiful get away. This unicorn, like, or whatever.
You don't let this unicorn run away.
Oh man, he's like, you don't need a papa. He's like, I love that part. Always papa. He wants his papa. But yeah, that dog pool is great. We hear a first mention of what we speak of is the Deadpool core.
Yes.
We had mentioned it on one of our shows. It was great. It was a great little segue there. Then he talks about a team they have, right? No. A car. They need a car, so they need to go to the Borderlands to go to meet the team. He's like, I got a car, and then it was the Honda Odyssey.
Yeah. And he's just bagging on it. He's like, what is this? How does he know? And then he was
he goes in deep detail, like what the specs are.
Yeah, something. And then the Wolverine's like, just get in the damn car. He's like, but he's like, oh, you got to give the dog up. He's like, no, I can't.
Let's go away. And they get stuck. He's like, the cord was too thick. The cord was too thick. Oh man, like he's like, if you ever die, we missed that part
like,
too.
Those
solid gold, 50 caliber golden eagles, Desert Eagles.
Yes.
He's like, yeah. He's like, can I have them over my dead body? He's like, all right,
that could be arranged.
Oh man, so we get the Honda Odyssey. We get Deadpool trying to dig into our Logan character to figure out what's going on, why he was the most hated Logan, what happened to everyone in his world. Just again, nothing. We got nothing. It was funny. It was more. It went right into the diner where he was saying that he couldn't eat with his face. Then no, that was actually a commercial. They didn't say that in the
No,
movie.
that wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, they did not say it in the movie. Nice. And then he goes to the thing. Oh, what'd you think about that? What a freaking man! This dude got rubbing alcohol and just started chugging, bro.
Okay.
Like, what a liver shot. Like
one or two things. Wolverine can't get drunk as easily as everybody else, so he has to take a lot. Other thing is hardcore addicts, like alcoholics, if they can't find out actual alcohol, they will drink rubbing alcohol. So those people are like next level type stuff. So yes,
that was when he did that. I was like, girl, what a man, Jesus Christ! I put hair on my chest, and it was filmed months ago. You know what I mean? Like,
I was like,
oh my goodness!
Now we got to try it.
Yeah, straight up. Like, let me try. He made me feel weak. But we finally get to this next portion, and I think is one of the greatest parts. Again, is well, not one of the greatest, but it was a good. Again, all this movie was great.
It was
it was a wonderful movie. It was done right, done well. We hop in to the multi cameo. So first one, wow, Elektra. We called it. We knew Elektra was gonna be in there. Elektra was coming out. She came swinging, like, you know. They stopped him at the door or whatever, and then the next one, man. The
right
next one was what Mr. Double O Badger had mentioned is Blade. Like
the OG Blade, the Wesley Snipes Blade.
Wesley Snipes Blade, ladies and gentlemen. Hideout here. You heard it. Wesley Snipes, the Blade, popped up in this movie. I think I was the only one in the theater that I think I made it. I was like, oh, whoa, yeah. Boy. I was like, yes. So we see homie come out. So I liked his suit. I was trying to find. I was hoping that he was going to stay sleeveless, but he had like a metallic, I guess, armor type thing.
Yeah.
So I like that. And then
your old boy,
your boy finally made it on the big screen, my friends. We had Remy LeBeau freaking come out, and it was Mr. Channing Tatum. Mr. Channing Tatum himself with the greatest Louisianan accent I have ever heard. It was the greatest. So if you go see this and you need help understanding what a Louisianan, Frenchman sounds like, Channing Tatum knocks it right on point.
It's like you grew up in the bayou, but not around people. I can't help it.
He grew up with the Minions in the bayous of Miami before the Orlando on the Minions movie when it's the bayou.
Yes.
We made it, guys. Beautiful Orlando.
When he's talking, I was like, what?
Oof.
It's difficult, but my wife said, because we watched the X-Men 97, she's like, okay, like, I understand the accent, like the thick accent for it, but his was something else, dude.
Guys, I'm telling you, it was the greatest. Like, the best.
Deadpool loved it so much.
He called out the dialect people. Like, he was like, you're an amazing dialect coaches. The
like,
Minions themselves.
The Minions
helped out this man.
but Gambit's powers shown on the big screen for once like this, amazing.
Enjoy it. And that's what I'm saying. That's what we were saying earlier. Yeah. The staffing, the staff was good. The cards.
Dude, ooh. I love when he like hit. When he did that fight and he hit like 5 separate people and stood up, he's like,
boom,
boom. I was like, yes. Now, that's the way it was supposed to be.
Sweet. Did you notice Blade tells Wade, I don't like you? And I never did. Oh, yes, he did say that.
I was talking to my wife about that. He's like, I don't like you. You never did. It's because of that Blade Trinity.
He's in there, together. Right?
Yeah. That I've heard he was so hard to work with. In Blade Trinity, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I think gotten to that point where it was like in his head.
Yeah,
he was the movie. You know what I mean? So,
Like at one point, I think they had a CGI his eyes to open
because he refused because he didn't want, he wasn't able to like not have that needle that close to his face or something like that, right? I think I read
or something.
too.
Yeah, but he's like, I ain't doing it.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I remember that shitty CGI. You know what it reminds me of? I just went blank. Nope, I can't bring it up no more. It was where something wilderness.
I thought you said you're not gonna bring it up no more.
But it was that he gets his eyes tattooed, and he's the guy from Jeepers Creepers. That's the actor, and he's like there on the thing, and they're like, well, "So what do you think, so and so?" They're like, "So and so," like they nudge him, and he like wakes up, and they're like, "Ah!" Like because he had tattooed eyes.
Oh
tattooed eyes. That's what that CGI looked like. I'll show you. Strange Wilderness.
Okay,
Strange Wilderness. Yes. So, but yes, so Blade was definitely a nice cameo. I like that little Easter egg. That was funny.
That was cool.
They did good. I really want to say Marvel Jesus had a lot of part. Yeah. Justin Long, yes, there we go. And I call it Strange Wilderness. Yeah, so if you ever seen that, it's funny. You need to go check it out. Okay. There's a part where they're filming and stuff, and you just hear a guy in the background like ripping a bong or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, I hear a strange bubbling noise, like. Oh, now I'm getting some strange fog on the scene. And like, so he's like, hey, so like, oh, so you know,
my bad.
So it's a good movie. You need to see that one. Yeah, Remy's accent was the best, guys. So definitely get your dialect coach if you're an actor to follow whoever taught Channing Tatum. That is, the best way to go if you're wanting to ever pursue in that, realm of dialect. So, but we segue to where they're going now. They're down for it. Oh, missing the best one. She herself was shocked as well when they revealed it a little too soon. X-23. But she said, call me.
I forget her damn name.
She said her name too. But yes, X-23 was in there. She was the last one that walked down. It was she's grown up, and it was the one from Logan.
Yes.
So that was cool. So that was another little thing. So it was one from Logan. She got to live. She even thanks him. I got to catch a little bit with my son going off in the theater at that point. Like I was trying to, my mind was in two different areas at the same time. But she giving him that heartfelt moment was, was needed. I think it was again. The make or break of where he was gonna decide where to go, what I mean? So Laura, come on. We're the worst, man. We're the worst.
I'm horrible with names. I remember faces a bit better.
I didn't watch it twice, bro. I didn't watch it twice.
We didn't do that
yet. So she comes out. It was dope. Grown up, I was tripping.
I feel like they should have gave her more, like some more time, because I was discussing it with my wife on the way home, and they gave Blade his little fight scene. They gave Elektra hers. They gave Gambit his. And she had the Juggernaut scene really quick. But after that, they don't really have much of her. Like, her scene was fast compared to the other ones.
She was there for emotional support.
I wanted her there for fights.
The Easter eggs were there, though. The glasses.
Yes.
When she put on the glasses, I was like, yes. And then something about pendejo.
Oh, yeah.
She's like,
I don't know what she said.
She said something pendejo, and it like cuts them up. Like I was like, yes. So everything was a good tie back. I really enjoyed it. Again, that fight was great. So we get in there. They get there. Back to Ant-Man's skull. We missed the joke again where he says Ant-Man. I guess
Paul Rudd does
age. Yeah, he did finally age. So that was great. I don't ever know how to block these things. Okay, but so good thing they went off. So the battle there, again great choreography. I mean the CGI guns didn't look fake. The explosions were good. Again, overall, there was a lot going on. That's what I was a little bit upset because I wanted to see each individual character fighting. Yes. Like I wanted to see what was going on.
You want to see what everyone is capable of.
Yeah. I was paying attention to Remy. I was paying attention to that with his staff. The staff was so cool.
The staff was cool.
It was good. Freaking badass. I really enjoyed the staff. that part was legit again, where he gets the cards, each one into the ribs. They're all like getting stabbed, and that boom.
Yeah, it's when they all just explode. Yes.
And it, again, like the gore. Marvel went off on the gore. Like it was great. We missed one of the better scenes again with Wolverine and Deadpool fighting in the minivan.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Before they get captured by whoever took them to the lair. You know what I mean?
Well, that's after.
No, it was before because they were knocked out of sleep and someone took the van. Remember? And they
before the X-23.
Yeah. So that was great. Like again, this van fucks, is that what he says? Like,
because he's like dogging on it at first, and then he's like, he's like, yep. Dude, that fight was so amazing.
Yeah, it was freaking great. Like to have the choreography in this van, like it was great, dude. It was so amazing. I enjoyed it, man. Like this choreography, the fight scenes were well done. I really enjoyed that.
I liked the fight scene, particularly like two scenes when he like rams into the car to activate the airbags. And then after he like Deadpool like has to get him down, you see Wolverine just coming in,
like,
and I was like, that's comic, like that's great, like ripping off of the animations.
Like, dude, it was such a good fight. Yes. And then where he flips over the car, he's choking him. Yes. I was really hoping that he was gonna get a good thing, but of course, he just cuts it. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, it was great. And then, at the very end,
he's all tied. Deadpool's all tied up. That was great.
That was freaking mummified, dude. Like, and then the coexist. They're fighting, blood's getting square. Like, it's like coexist. Like, that's such that sticker would be on a Honda Odyssey. Like, it would be on Honda. Oh, good. So we get these fight scenes, guys. Again, if you are tuning in, this is full of spoilers. These fight scenes are freaking amazing, guys. The choreography was done well. We get to the Cassandra Nova. I want to know how the helmet reversed her powers. We get Juggernaut's helmet. The goal was to get Juggernaut's helmet onto Cassandra Nova because, again, just a hardcore, strong telepath, damn near impossible to beat. They make fun of Magneto. Yeah. All we need is Magneto. He's dead. He's like, God, fuck.
What about his helmet? She melted it
with him. Yeah. Because he knew it was the only thing that could beat him. But I know it blocked him, but did it reverse it? Like, because I thought if they put it on, she can't do nothing to them. But when they put it onto her, like it started to do like
it stops it from her powers from going out. So
it's like coming into her own. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, I can see that now. That's what I was wondering. I was like, why is it like turning red and her eyes are fucking bloodshot? You know what I mean? Like, and so that was good. And then to finally, get to see Logan turning. He's turning his little clogs are finally seeing what Charles was talking about, like
trying to be kind and everything.
And Deadpool's ready, bro, ready to pull this trigger. Like he's like, I got her in my hands already. Like just say that I'm good. You know what I mean? So, he gives them that forgiveness. He lets her know that Charles would have forgiven her 100% if he would have known he was alive. Would have went to the ends of the world to find his sister. That's his Charles. And it was such a good moment right there. And then this is where it gets, where I now want to do a little bit more research. So we get a time portal, sling ring. But this sling ring has something modified to these sling rings that weren't on most. But she said a rookie sorcerer came around here and she took it off of him. So it was but he says
amateur magician.
Amateur magician, that's right. But he says strange, like strange or whatever. But what I'm getting at is this ring had a time stone and a reality stone on it.
From what you're thinking, well, there's no confirmation for that either, though.
But sling rings are only meant to change you from area to area, not across dimensions. Because if that was the case, he would have been able to meet America Chavez. he would have been able to go to those dimensions because they were shocked that she could cross dimensions.
Yeah.
In multiverses.
Well, because at that point too, multiverses weren't confirmed until American Chavez was able to prove that they were. It was always a theory. Nobody could go to a place they weren't sure of.
So now that he knows that multiverses exist, he can. Ooh, all right, guys, help us out. I mean, if y'all know, give us a chime on that one. That one's an interesting topic. So yeah, so they get a sling ring. She gives them the benefit of the doubt. After getting shredded with bullets, that will come here in a minute of explanation. She gives them 4 seconds to go, and to jump. They see the portal. Everybody's doing their final battle scenes. You see Blade catching his badass boomerang. He's slaying people. We see the final slashes and battles there, and there. Something about a moonlight in the sky or something like that. The song, they always play the perfect songs. That I give Deadpool is the soundtrack.
The soundtrack's always on point.
It's offset, but the lyrics match on point, like with what's going on. You know what I mean? So, okay, so he doesn't think it's Stones either. So, I said the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. Ned. Amateur, magician. I was thinking a Ned maybe variant. That would have been,
That could be.
I don't know.
But then at that point, they're tying in Sony too. So yeah, he did. I mean, yeah,
he referenced it a little bit.
Yeah.
Stop.
Hey.
So they jump this portal. They go into world 1000 something. They go back to their world.
They go back to their world.
To Earth 1005. 10005. That's when we get there, and where are we at?
Because Paradox is creating the. What was it?
Was she already there? No, because
Paradox.
Yes.
Yeah, he was there already.
The Time Ripper, right?
Yeah, the Time Ripper. He was. It was almost set up where they were going to destroy that whole timeline rather than waiting for it to destroy itself.
They blew. Oh, they came in on the car. Yeah, and it was what was it? A Kia. He's like, "What did we land on a Kia?"
Yeah, he's like, "It felt like a Kia."
He's like, "Peter." No, the kids are like, "Deadpool,
that's Deadpool."
That's Wolverine.
And Peter's like, "I'll clock you out." He's like, "Forever."
Let's see. She wore his skin though. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Oh, that is true. She said I killed him and wore his skin for 4 days.
Oh, dang. All right, so we get there. We're getting to this scene where it was pretty epic. Another big, massive cameo. Again, so when they get there, they land there. They're going. She gets mad at homie. Okay, that's how we land. Okay, so then Cassandra Nova finds out via Pyro that came back, and he's like, "You don't always have to stick your fingers in me. Like, you can just ask.
Yeah.
Like, you can just ask." He's like, "I'll just tell you." He lets her know that Paradox turned on her.
That's another question I had too. How the hell are they connecting? Pyro had a
phone,
TVA
right?
phone or whatever. You're at the void. There's no connection. They never found where Loki and them were before. There was no connection to the void.
But now they know.
I know, but there's no connection. There was no connection to the void. Now that they know it's there, how are you connecting now?
How do you have a sling ring and connects multiverses?
Because now they know multiverses existed.
But no, I don't know. Again, maybe it's now they know the void exists, so now they can they put towers into the void. You know what I mean?
No.
Like now they can oversee the void because now
said you got 5G bars right here.
prune the tower to land right in there. Prune the tower.
Oh my god.
So phones work in the void. My wife said the same thing. Hey, you heard it here first, guys. Prune the 5G tower. they dropped in. We're good to go.
I wonder what carrier they have.
It's the one off of the Spider-Man No Way Home. all the one that Electro was going through. You know what I mean? He was supercharged them.
I wonder what carrier it is.
Definitely not Verizon. No, I got Verizon. They're the best. They're the best. But yeah, I'm curious now. But I think I do see that now that they know that it's there, they've made a connection to it.
I don't know. It just bothers me because I'm like that. There was no. They were trying to locate them.
Didn't know because they were outside of time. Yeah, the void is outside of time.
So if it's outside of time, they shouldn't be able to connect to it.
I don't know. I think I really believe in the now that they know where it's at.
Now you're going to use my own theory for the dimensions for that.
Sorry,
I see you.
You set yourself up on that one.
I mean, not really, but okay.
But let's see. So. Poor guy, he had the opportunity to kill her, so this is why he's more scared of why she's trying to find out the stuff from him, But when she kills him, that's brutal.
Dude, she
just
hands and then snaps his neck. Oh, dude,
man, again, that effect was legit, bro. I don't care what anyone says. That part right there, it reminded me of the Mummy. With the little scarab that was crawling in the skin. Ooh. I get chills talking about it, but it was such a good effect, man. It was such a good really effect. Good. I really enjoyed it. And then
it reminds me of something. I just can't remember what movie it was, but they're it was going through the people and everything, and as they move. The other thing I'm thinking about is her hands had to be unreasonably long for her fingers to be able to do it. Because
she's in there. She's in there.
But she's in. Okay,
she's fisting, bro. There's no finger in there.
If I go side by side, my fingers aren't out here; they're right here. But unless she's putting her up to her wrist,
that's what
it looks like her wrist is back here.
She's fisting, bro. She's wrist deep.
No, it looks like her wrist is back here though, and she's not up here.
And then the 1, 2, 3,
that was really
cool. That was great, dude. Yeah. So no, she's wrist deep, bro. I think she was up there,
You said she's about halfway through her forearm.
Yeah, straight up. So.
Oh man.
she went in, but she goes down. They find out that she gets a hold of Paradox.
Yeah,
finding out what's going on. She's like, "You're gonna go show me what's up." And
how to control this machine.
The adults are talking. Pushes them through the building finally, and this is where the portal was still there, and he senses someone. And here comes the whole, dog pool runs towards him. And then again, guys, cameo spoiler, it was the Deadpool core.
Yeah.
We get our lady pool. She come in, sidestepping over there, model walking, and then you get a whole slew of them. Cowboy pool, zombie pool, baby pool, kid pool. Dog pool, samurai pool,
future pool.
They had a gray and gray black one out, So
old school pool.
They had them all. It was great. So
that was good.
And nice pool.
Poor nice pool. I love.
He lost his papa.
Nice pool. I don't know. I felt like it was just for the movie for it because I'm I can't be
It can't be a real thing.
Yeah, it can't be a real thing in my head. But when they're he's we're gonna. How did he get shot first?
I can't remember. I think they
were gonna shoot Wolverine and Deadpool, and then Deadpool grabbed Nicepool and put him in front of him. And then when he was walking over, they go over. He's like, "How long is it gonna take you to regenerate?"
Regenerate.
I want to look, there's a donut stand. It's basically a medical facility. They sell triages and...
No, they don't. Logan,
no, they don't.
You're going to die.
And then he's like, don't worry, I'll take you there. You're not going to die on me. And he's walking and he just stands there the whole time getting them shot.
What movie is that? There was another movie where it was a Chinese lady. And she's like, oh I can't remember. But... why are you stopping? He's like, I'm carrying you. You're dead weight.
Are your legs dead weight or something?
So he's like giving him the pep talk.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna live.
You're not gonna die.
You're gonna live. Say it with me. I'm gonna live.
And then like a freaking shot just explodes his head.
Oh, good. But
He's like,
the best part. After all that, and my boy Nice Pool sacrificed his life, Wolverine's like, Deadpool, whoa, ceasefire! Like, such a sweet dog. Such a sweet dog.
The freaking zombie pool's like, ceasefire!
Oh, and they just carried him by. Like,
he's and the whole time he's getting
mugged him the whole way though. He mean mugged him the whole way, but they didn't fuck with Dogpool.
Nope.
They didn't fuck with Dogpool. So I'm gonna try to get to the best part right here was, you know, the kill scene before we go. Like,
oh, the freaking bus
killing spree, dude. Another action sequence that was just
so good, so good.
Charts, guys.
It was Deadpool and Wolverine versus the Deadpool Corps.
Deadpool Corps,
and it went crazy. The fight scene was good. The choreography for that, because the way they were bouncing each other off and everything, it was so good.
Finishing each other's kills, like, you know, he gets his Desert Eagles.
Oh yeah,
the arrangement was made, and he gets his Desert Eagles from his dead body. And they went to town. The very first shot when he goes onto the pole, and he's like, boom, like Deadpool's like, I went to Deadpool to see first, and he like had to do a little, you know, pose, freaking boom. This is when we get the cowl reveal. When he puts it on. What'd you think about that, at least? Where it's like in the suit, you know, when he pulled it out, you know.
My thing is, I'm like, where were these?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe they're folded, you know.
But I was like, they came out like perfectly.
Yeah.
No creases, not one like semi-bent. It was just perfect.
Well, there's these creases. Maybe they fold at that.
No, but I'm talking about like a crease, like
in his actual. Yeah.
I'm like, nah.
So we get the reveal of the cowl, and that was, you know, freaking epic, guys. That was again, I was just like, yeah, I don't know, I was in it, and so they go against this core, blows it out of the water, like Emmanuel said. Just amazing. The choreography here was amazing. I want to know how many takes. I wouldn't mind getting like the DVD to like, you know, it took, because that was
audio commentary.
Because that was epic. It was,
my wife was saying that she saw a cowboy pool pushing other pools out of the way to try to run away.
No way.
Yeah, she said that he like pushed other ones. And then
I like the bus pool that took himself. I think he took himself out.
Dude. Yeah, I told her. I was like, he just
no. But at the end of it all, they blow out through this bus. And
how did you feel about that CGI?
That one was rough.
That one. Oh yeah, I'm about to say something, and you know, it was as bad as the babies in the Flash.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all busted everything else out, and then his arms look so rubbery,
so veiny, so unreal. Like, I tried to like perceive it as sweat and stuff, but it just I couldn't.
That was bad.
Yeah. He comes out, they bust out, and again, so now is his joke against the CGI? Or is his joke about his actual landing because he fell? Remember, so he's like, everyone now is gonna remember me. You know, this epic scene. You know, I didn't stick the landing. Fuck, you know. But do you think
it could be about the animation
CGI?
Too, so maybe. I don't know.
That was a good catch. Yeah, I was very heartbroken with that.
That was
I liked it. The intensity was there. The moment was for it, but. Yeah.
The CGI was hard to look at.
It was hard. Then to get Baby Pool laughing,
and having all the
army coming up. But the best part on what we're gonna leave you guys with, and then y'all can go watch it. And there is a post-credit scene, but all the Deadpools have a Peter.
Dude,
all the Deadpools have a Peter.
Out of nowhere, they're about to jump him again, and then you hear, "Wait!" They're with me, and everybody just looking at him, and he has a Deadpool suit on. And when he
all
takes
out
the
of
mask,
shape.
yeah,
He's like, that's Peter. Like,
yeah, that's Peter. They're like,
takes off
what?
the mask. He's
And they're
like,
like, Peter. And they're like, what? They're like, every Deadpool has a Peter.
he's like, no, Peter, Peter.
Everybody started.
And even people in the background are like, oh,
Yeah.
Peter, yeah. And then they go love on Peter. Me and Bree's favorite line right there was like, have fun touching, have fun with my Peter. Like, oh man, so it was freaking great, man. Oh, June. Oh no, you're just tuning in. We're about to have to cut it for the night, my friend. We talked about the Deadpool movie. We're almost to the end. We're just getting towards the ending.
Yeah.
The ending is a kiss to the top. We won't be able to cover it. We can cover it next week if we like. Unfortunately, we got to cut because we got things to do afterwards. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
life
Prior engagements.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. 10 for 10 for me. 9.8 out of 10.
9.8 out of 10 for me, only because I'm like
CGI. There's some CGI
problems.
but I'm gonna go stick
the
with
phone
a 10.
problem.
But good movie, guys. Go see it.
That was great.
Go. They did great. Like June just said, Marvel is back, baby. It is here. We're hoping that they learn from this. 200 million in the box office, 350 predicted for the weekend. It's gonna be a massive hit, and I really hope Marvel continues with this in the long run. But again, we're gonna be here for it. Tune in every week on Saturday at 8 p.m. on the Hideout, guys. We enjoy y'all's company. We will talk more next week. Thank y'all for tuning in, and yeah, that's it. Y'all have a good weekend, guys. Y'all be safe.